is on fire. XOP moving, numbers going higher. Still on a run and Pooie in the race, but Pulsechain coming, better clear some space. Pulsechain burning, ink locked. Deacons winning, we can't be stopped. Richard Hart, yeah, he built the way. Now we ride another wave, no delay. Ain't no rug, ain't no dome. Pulsechains, we light it up. Bringing AI to the chain. New tech, we gon' change the game. If you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. Pulsechain rolling deep, never running out of luck. If you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. New block, new wealth, everybody level up. Getting quick boy, then making some noise. Firewall burning, solids deployed. Pump.Tires, yeah, check that site. We keep it rolling, markets ignite. Code is law, no middlemen. Smart contracts do it better than them. From Hex OGs to the Pulsechain crew. If you ain't here yet, man, what you do? No fees, no keys, no locks, no stops. Pulse going lock, put your backs on top. AI bots got the market on smash. Charts looking crazy, watch that flash. Big plays, big stacks. Pulsechain got the game on max. Richard called it, now we here. No more banks, no more fear. If you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. From Hex to Pulse, we never give up. If you know, pump it up, you got to pump it up. From Hex to Pulse, we never give up. If you know, pump it up, you got to pump it up. Big plays, big stacks. Pulsechain get the game on max. Richard called it, now we here. No more banks, no more fear. If you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. From Hex to Pulse, we never give up. Never give up. Somebody check my pulse. I'm just about ready to race. Somebody check my pulse. I'm just about ready to race. When I come through, better believe it's major. Slicing through the haters like I'm a lightsaber. Don't be confused, my people know I put in labor. Up and to the right, every candle I will savor. Y'all can censor me, I am the resistance. Put my talents to good use while being persistent. If only you saw my vision, you would be lifted. Many people will be saved, freedom is minted. Somebody check.
Beautiful hat, beautiful hat. Hey you guys, I'm here in Las Vegas at the Reserve Golf Course. Pulse Masters, we're just doing our thing. Beautiful, you can see the Vegas Strip in the background. We're gonna have a good time. I'm representing Team Hex. Hey you guys, welcome into the shit show. It is open mic Thursday. We've had a pretty exciting week. You know, we had Coffee on, we had Black Hexagon, Just Being Black, just a queen of crypto. And then we had SJ also in the house. And then yesterday we had Agent J from the DJ and Roundtable. Just great TA and charts, technical analysis. I wanted to make this thumbnail kind of in particular because I started really thinking about, I don't even own like a lot of Pump.Tires tokens, right? But I got started thinking about like, what's Richard Hart's motive and how can we maybe integrate this into our streams a little bit more, because we need to put like, we're open for business. We're open for business over here at Pulsechain, because that's kind of where I think Richard's going with this. Hey, over here, we're open for business. Do not fade the GOAT, Hex, your Pulsechain, your PulseX, your ink. But this is a marketing play, you guys. And I think it's on us as some of the people that have been around in the community for a minute to start kind of putting it out there. Like, hey, Pump.Tires. Now, when they come over here, they're going to find out that there's the greatest asset on earth that's coded, flawless uptime, Hex. And that's our job, to teach people how to DeFi and do all those great things. So without further ado, I'm going to pull up Vets in Crypto. Hey, everyone in chat, thank you. Hit the likes, subscribe, share, all that kind of good shit. Exciting week next week, too. We got open mic. Then we got Banana Prairie coming in the house to talk PTGC and UFO. And if you don't know, Queen Pooie buys and burns Queen Pooie. It buys and burns King Pooie. And it also buys and burns PTGC and UFO, because we like alien tech around here and we like liquidity webs. And so check it out. Let me pull Vets up here. Bang, bang. What's up, buddy?
Bang, bang.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Gas for life just by holding the Queen 2 token.
Right.
Simple.
Well, I think what's really going to catch on here, and I know that we're going, I know we're going to be sponsoring Hold Down in Vegas with Vets in Crypto, King Pooie, and Queen Pooie. But I think the bigger narrative that I'm really starting to see is the queens of crypto are coming. And
100%.
You know what I mean? And I put this thumbnail together because really it's about like, hey, we're open for business. Adoption is going to come. And then we got all these other queens of crypto that we speak with from other chains that are like, they're really kind of eyeballing Pulsechain, like, hey, this could get really interesting. And we got Smo Spider in the house. We got all these women that we've been talking to, and I think they just want their voice to be heard. And at a certain point, we just got to get out of the way as guys. Just be like, hey, just go with it. You know what I mean? Like, we've already seen it with KDP, and just let them do their thing. If you guys want Pulsechain to shine, prop up the women, prop up, in respect and honor in a way. You know what I mean? Like, we got the Wild SJ out here doing her thing with Sci-Fi. We got Caitlin kind of in the background, but she's pulling so many levers. Let them shine. And then I believe that Pulsechain is going to just eliminate, you know what I mean? Just shine so bright.
Absolutely.
But I'm excited. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Queen 2 token is dedicated to the ladies of crypto, collectively, the industry in general, to support and shine the light on women in crypto. There are many smart ones. There have been, just because there was only a few initially, they were pioneers, got in the boys clubs, smart, hold their own water, can talk technical with like better than a lot of the guys that pretend to know stuff that are just saying stuff to say stuff. But it's amazing. It is amazing. It's coming. We saw this when we were down in Panama. It was a prime example. There were probably the most women we've seen in a crypto conference ever, and engaged, females in the topics and conversations all around. It's just the beginning. It's only the beginning. So that is what it's about. You got a video or two here. A lot of people I think forget, it was a great question by Crypto Coffee. He was like, what is this King Pooie? What is this about? And a lot of people forget the origin story and forget about the bidet scene, the most memeable thing, sitting on the toilet, putting into the toilet, installing a bidet by a billionaire. You know, like you don't get that. Where else do you get that except for here in Pulsechain in the ecosystem?
And the crazy thing is, you know, not to get too fecal matter, but it's like we all shit. All right, cool. And then we also have the coin term, you know, pun intended, I guess, shit coin. And so we took it and we're like, you know, this is pretty messed up. But you know what? If we're gonna do this, we're gonna highlight Pulsechain and we're gonna do it to bring the eyeballs, because we always say they came for the memes and they stayed for the DeFi. And I get that there is you know, Pump.Tires doing its thing, but I've always felt like, you know, instead of like getting emotional, like, oh my gosh, look at all these meme coins over there. We always felt like we're going to create more substance, in the sense that like it's not going to just be some PFP and no community. We want to build community. I think you guys are going to be really excited about. I'm thinking probably Saturday with TA and charts, you guys. I'm going to release the crypto X swag store, and and we're going to. The bottom line is we're going to start integrating substance into these things, and that's what
real
the cool
world
thing,
assets.
Yeah, you get it, you know. And we got old KRJ there creating video games, and it's all about like what Pulse Ray talks about. You got to expand your community, and so if we got to do that through video games and swag and music and all kinds of different things to get, like, when, you know, RG3 talks about filling out stadiums or what have you, they might come for code that's, you know, hex, but I think it's going to be because we have music on the blockchain. I think it's going to be because we have a vibrant culture beyond just like staking. I don't know if it's going to be just hex. It's going to be this vibrant community of Pulsechain people and all their different projects, and us all locking arms. You know what I mean?
What are we seeing? We're seeing fun. You know?
Yeah.
Who is out there yelling, let's make crypto fun again? God dang it. You know?
Right. I know.
Right.
I know.
And look at what's happening, man. Look at the market. Look at RH adopting the market. Yes, he's not a meme guy. He's not an NFT guy, but lo and behold, he understands the market and what, you know, what needs to be brought to the chain is new eyeballs, new retail. You know, overall, people, you know, humans are humans. I always call them silly humans, right? And we, as plain as day, saw the Jeton, and it's just, you know, it's not going to change. Can't save everybody. So if it is what it is, you know, give them what they want and put up the marketplace, right? You know, a lot of people making silly decisions, you know, about dumping their core blue chip RH tokens to go jump in the meme gang, dude. Like, are you kidding me? That is like the worst thing you could ever possibly do. You know, add some dry powder, go, you know, do $100-200, like, but don't go chasing, you know, all that work, because it's not easy setting up staking ladders, you know, by any means of that imagination. It takes time, all that stuff.
And then keeping track of them. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like, know how to set up your calendar, guys, because, you know, you let that sucker slip. Whoop, see ya.
You get caught slipping, you start bleeding. You know, start paying out the other fellow staker holders for sure.
I do want to say before we pull up our next guest here, you know, I think the uncle's in the house. I do want to show that video, like you said, like, why are we here? Why are we doing what we're doing? And obviously we saw a vision, and we're building out the kingdom. And you know, like you said, who comes to the United States and makes a video about this? As a billionaire, you don't see, like, this guy, Richard Hart, is probably going to go down in the next 10 or 20 years as the Elon, Jeff Bezos, get out the way. You know what I mean?
At least definitely crypto wise, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, as far as different assets, but like, yeah, you're right. Crypto wise, and who knows? I mean, who can make a? Yeah, I mean, who can build a freaking potential hexaco in the future? That's going to take a lot. You know what I mean? Point being, Richard Hart coming to the United States, installing a bidet for his mom. You just don't see that. Here it is. We'll be right back with our guest.
Do you want to be a king? Do you want to be a queen? Sitting on the throne.
It's Richard Hart, rumored billionaire and bidet service technician. I'm here to install your bidet, sir.
It's the one and only Eagle Double G.
Here we go. Look at that technology right there. It's gonna wash your butt, and your butt's gonna be clean. Let's get to work. Woo! Ooh, doggy. Wow, this thing actually works great. Well, anyway, Richard Hart here, rumored to be a billionaire, installing a bidet for someone that I love. And, it seems to work just fine. It only cost $100, and well, I don't see any leaks. So, clean butts for everybody.
Do you want to be a king? Do you want to be a queen? Sitting on the throne, living in...
Man, I'm feeling light as a feather now. I'm almost feeling a little anti-gravity-ish. What's going on, buddy? What is going on?
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
We salute you.
Drinking my morning coffee. Went on a little walk with Hexway Chick this morning.
Yeah,
Good
man.
luck.
Oh, one of our
Exercising.
favorite ladies. The
Yeah.
queen. A queen of
Yeah.
crypto.
She's everyone's favorite lady. I posted that I was going to be down in Vegas speaking, and everyone responded, "Is Jamie going to be there?" Immediately, they're like, "Yeah, that's cool if you're there. We don't. Nope. What is Jamie going to be there?"
Right.
So we just installed a bidet at our house not that long ago. I think I posted.
You should
it
take us on a
Twitter.
tour.
Yeah, let's
take
do
it.
a little bidet.
let's do an unboxing.
You gotta do an
I'll
unboxing
take
video
it.
of the bidet.
We actually
In
we
your
went
spacesuit.
hardcore.
Oh.
Hexway Chick
In
bought
the
me the
spacesuit.
bidet for Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's one of the electrical ones. And of course, nobody's
Yeah.
got an electrical plug behind their toilet. Very few people
Nope.
do.
I know.
Punch a hole through the wall, run an extension
Yeah.
cord, or what?
So we paid a Sparky to, run some wire
okay. You
from
get
actually our
professional.
garage up there.
Yeah.
And now we got the heated bidet, which it's nice. It's nice.
Oh, yeah.
The unheated bidet, it wakes you up. Like
Yeah.
it's
Gets you
almost
going.
alarming how cold that water is.
Yeah. And then it heats the water. Does yours warm up the water?
Yep,
Yeah,
hot
right?
water. Hot water,
Yeah.
hot seat. The seat's hot, nice and warm. Middle of the night, you go in there, you sit down, you're like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. You got a little night light off shining off it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
can
know,
adjust the
you
pressure.
know.
You can adjust the heat.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Thanks for hopping in here. And what's good on your
Yeah.
side of the states there? What's up with you, man? What's up with anti-gravity? What's going on? Like,
Well, we did
oh shit, we're down.
Oh, boy.
I'm
Earthquake.
back. We did a stream yesterday on Pump.Tires. And we went in there and we created a POG coin. You guys remember POGs from the 80s?
I do, yeah.
We just
Good stuff.
we threw that together. I put $50 of pulse into it to begin with. Then I took the $50 out, put the $50 back in to kind of see how it works with the graduation and the chart and all that stuff. And it was pretty interesting. I let everyone front run me. I said, okay, I'm going to dump
Nice.
everything. So you guys can dump first. And I don't think there were that many people. I think it was just bots, mostly
Yeah.
bots. And so I did that, and then I saw the price of Dark and all the other things free falling. Dark was down to like $12 or something like that, something insane. And so I just took that $50 and went and bought Dark because I
There
was
you
just
go.
like I can't leave this $50 in this game for the bots
Yeah.
or whoever to pull the pulse
Drain
out.
it.
So yeah, I just went and bought some Dark. So,
Hey,
but
nice.
it took a while. I hated the idea of tires.pump, the fact that it's 3 clicks in a JPEG,
Mm-hmm.
and then we went and did it, and I hate it even more. I
Yeah.
hate it so much. Here's the deal. It's if you have a ton of money and you
Yeah.
can pump your own coin, it's a beautiful system. If you have a community that wants to support you, let's say like Hexo. So Hexo didn't have his own coin, right? He said he would. He said he would never launch one, but he jumped in on the train. And here, Hexo, because he already has a community, he can put that economic energy into this token very
Yeah.
easily on the platform.
They
Now,
got a
granted, there's
narrative.
like 6 or 7 more fake Hexos on there, but if you get the right one, if you know the right one, and you like Hexo, you support Hexo, then this is a chance for him to truly, monetize and collect that economic energy and that goodwill that he's built up over the years.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
I'm really proud. I love the idea that if you have a community and you just want a token for the community, it's ridiculously easy. I hate the fact that it's just a casino
Oh
with
yeah.
crackheads running around it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
But
Yeah.
it is what it is, though.
Yeah.
yeah, but
No.
you wanna own the casino, right? So when
We
you
do.
stake hex, you own the casino.
Yeah.
When you mint fuel cells, you own the casino.
Right.
I'm sure with King Pooie and Queen Pooie, I've got liquidity locked up
Yep.
with
Right.
Queen too. So
Yeah.
I make money from people degenning and trading and going back and forth and
Yep.
cheating and all that stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's like you want to own the bank, you want to own the casino, and
Yep.
you can still do that to a degree. And the other crazy thing is like you could still create a token and build the stuff that we've built and that you've built around that token,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean the dark token, the only thing that makes dark special is the way it's used in our ecosystem. Like it's an ERC, it's a PRC20 token. There's a million of them, and the only thing that makes it special is it's the only thing you can use to mint fuel cells. That's like the main reason that that token has utility and value and makes it different from all the other PRC20s. So you could spin up 1 billion tokens in a matter of seconds on Pump.Tires. I even want to say Pump.Fun, but
Yeah.
Pump.Tires, you can spin it up and you have your token and you can, go about building a community or building a project around it. And so it's great that you can just spin up one. However, because you can just spin up one, unless you have a community, a use case, or $1 billion to pump it, it's vaporware. It's just noise and static and spam on the network.
Yeah. I mean, the one and only, like I'm trying to like logically think about like why did Richard do this? And you're right, it's a freaking casino. I own one token, and that's my buddy's AI token that I believe he's going to do something with as far as AI and crypto and
Mm-hmm.
Pulsechain. And he started out in Pump.Tires. But like the only thing that I want to do probably going forward is to just highlight the fact that yes, the casino is here. I don't like when we go to Vegas. I actually kind of get like a little not sick, but I'm kind of like when I walk through the casinos, I'm kind of like, screw this shit. Like after a certain point, I'm just like, man, this place is just nothing good for these people. You know what I mean? They're just all trying to be something that they're not, getting all dressed up. You know what I mean? Like I've hung out with both you guys in Vegas, and you guys are genuine, organic to the core. But you see a lot of these girls out there, and they're doing their thing, and I get it, they're flexing. But bottom line is, you see people just sitting there feeding the machine, feeding the machine, feeding the machine.
Yeah.
But I guess
Yeah.
there's a bigger attraction in Vegas or in our Vegas, and that's those core tokens. That's the good projects to where you got 15 smart contracts all working in concert with anti-gravity.
Yeah.
The countless hours that you guys have put into it, the countless how much money you've put into it too. Like let's not exclude that. Flat out. You spent money. You spent time.
That's what I said on screen. I was like, I basically killed myself to create this token over 4 years, and then in 3 seconds and 3 clicks, boom, token. Now, granted, it may or may not have value, like I said before, but like to know that it's that easy for someone with a community or with money to tokenize it just blows your mind. It's like I guess it's a gift and a curse, right?
Yeah.
Like you were saying with gambling is work. If you go back and you watch Richard Hart's old streams about gambling and video game addictions, and he talks about like even the people that turn a profit, which are very few, they still have been like their life and their hours have been stolen from them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I played blackjack for years. I would go down to casinos with like a $2,000 or $3,000 bankroll, and I would make $300 or $400 a trip at just doubling down and just playing blackjack.
Yeah.
And once it got to the point where it was just a job, it was like wasn't that good money for the time I had to put into it because I had to drive down to Nevada.
Mhm.
And it just sucked your life away. I also spent a year doing Forex trading and options trading. And once I figured out what actually worked in it, you basically need a like $10-30 million to run those systems at work. So it's like a rich guy's club that you're not part of. And I spent, a year or two learning these systems and learning how to read charts, and it's helped a lot with crypto because I can look at a chart and I can do the TA stuff if I want to, but really I just look at the communities in crypto.
And that's kind of where I wanted to go with this. Like, I think that there's so much flash in the pan going on with this, and I want to say, hey, the open sign is open for Pulsechain, and if we're attracting the Solana Pump.Fun people over to Pulsechain because of Pump.Tires, they're going to, and I know in the short term, like we, even us as like founders and builders, we're like, you can look at it and go, oh man, that kind of hurt. Like you said, it's kind of like, oh man, everything, like the most oxygen just got sucked out of the air with old Richard's, meme token. But I guess the hope is, and I believe it is, that people are going to find the genuine, real projects that are putting in time and building community, have a Telegram, have the Smo Spiders out here doing their thing, the Queens doing their thing, they have the Zeppel trips, if you will, doing their thing, you know what I mean? And they're going to find the genuine cogs of the wheel of the ecosystem really building. And it's not just, Richard farts, coin, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Stay steadfast, brother.
I'm jumping on with my, on my PC here.
All right, cool.
So I'm back. I'm backstage with my PC. There we go.
All right, there we go.
On here. This way.
Uh-oh. Turn the phone off there. Yeah, bam.
All right. So this way I can share it with my audience because it doesn't let you do that on mobile.
Bam.
So let me restream here. I'm just going to put the date. What's today's date? It's February 6th, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We're cooking.
I can't wait till we get the content video chopped up from Panama, dude.
That'd be nice, guys.
It's gonna be good.
They had some of the best videographers and audio people there that I've ever seen. Like everything was top notch. Everything worked. And so, yeah, there's going to have to be some really, really good footage, not just of the presentations, but also of the cool things that we went and did, went out on the boat, went out on to the canal. And we ended up just the first night that we went to that Mardi Gras restaurant and they had people in costumes, like huge costumes, singing and dancing. And it was bananas. It was like walking into another world.
It was cool. Some good culture,
Oh shoot! I didn't know we were wearing our hats today. Let me get this on.
Yeah.
Look at you guys showing
we gotta
off.
represent. Oh, gee, you have no idea. The swag that they gave out is insanely like top notch. Good stuff. Yeah, no permissions all the way. And that was the thing. I talked about on my stream was like, we went to Panama, and this is the thing that you don't hear about on conferences is you sit down with founders. Now we're talking. Yeah, nice. You sit down with founders, and not only do they tell you, hey, this is how my project's going. This is what devs are working out. This is what devs are not working out. Yeah, that's nice. but they show you the secret squirrel stuff that they've been working on, that they're working on, that it's coming out in the next few months. So we saw some stuff from, I'm not going to say their names, but they already have working and successful products out. They already have platforms and tokens and ecosystems launched. And then they show you, yeah, but now I'm working on this. And there was 6 things that blew my mind that I didn't even couldn't even, it took me like a long time to wrap my head around some of them. But I came back from Panama thinking, like, no permissions, Solid X, King and Queen Pooie, like, we're destined for some amazing stuff, right? Like actuators killing it, gelato. There's just so much stuff there was so much cooking going on in Panama that I left there expecting the price of everything to 100x like in the next month. What happened was I got off the plane and Richard Hart had obviously been hacked.
I know.
I was like, oh my God, Richard Hart's been hacked. This is horrible. Like, what's going to happen? And then I found out he wasn't hacked, and that was way more confusing than him being hacked. Because then I was like, wait a minute. He told us not to gamble. He told us this is all like a waste of time and money in casino.
Right.
But here he is launching. Now, granted, if you sit back and think about it, like I was just so shell shocked that like I didn't get into any of that pump stuff at all. And by the time it hit 100, 200x or whatever, it was like, okay, well, we don't chase green candles. I've done that before. I know how it ends. I've bought the top of a lot of shit before.
Right.
So I had to sit back and wait, and I was waiting. And then as I was waiting, the core coins and everything was in free fall. Solid X was in free fall. Ink was in free fall. Pulse, Hex, everything was just dropping out of the sky. And I mean, talk about cope. Like, people joke about coping and copium.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't so much like, it sucks to like see your portfolio go down for sure.
Yep.
But to me, I felt like I had let my community down by not being in the know, by not catching this wave, by not giving them a heads up. Because I don't think anyone got a heads up. There might have been 1 or 2 people in Richard's inner circle where he just kind of said, hey, like, watch for this, or hey, get ready for this. But we were nobody knew it was coming. And these people on Twitter that are like, oh, it's 5D chess, I saw this coming, blah blah. Bullshit. None of you saw this. Bullshit. Or you would have sold all your core coins. You would have aped into most in the first 3 hours. Some people did.
Some people did.
But those people were just on the pulse. Those people were at their computer, reading the blockchain, seeing which contract address these really came from to see if they were really from Richard, right? Or if he got hacked, they're still really from Richard, right? So there's a bunch of really people that I'm actually very, I'm happy for them. I'm glad.
Yeah,
for
some many did it right,
Yeah, I'm not hating other people for catching a wave. Most of the people that caught that wave are going to bring that money back into the cores or back into their favorite projects anyways.
You're right.
But like I said, I felt like I was a bad steward of my community because I missed it, and because I missed it, they missed it, And so that was the toughest part for me, was like feeling responsible for my community or my followers, and not being on the pulse, pun intended, of what's going on. And then, of course, yesterday we get this crazy stake for 7 days. See, as soon as I saw it, I assumed it was a Cuatro Cinco. Like, why wouldn't it be a Cuatro Cinco?
Right.
And in 7 days, we'll find out why it wasn't a Cuatro Cinco within 7 days.
For
but
sure.
Again, at the same time, people are hitting me up. They're like, so should I buy Hex? Should I do this? Should I stay? Like, what should I do? And I'm like, I don't know. I did not know this was
hopefully coming. You were already in.
But what I thought was, and I think there'll be a tweet coming out today about this. I think the evil address has been hitting up Richard. Okay. And the evil address was like, yo, devour your T-shares. Like, hoard your T-shares. Go out there and grab all the T-shares you can, because in the end, it's actually good for the community. Like everyone's crying, oh, my yield went down. Yeah, but if the price goes up, who cares what your yield is?
Right.
Who
If the
cares
play
if you
right
get
now is to hold liquid more
Yeah.
than, like if you've been in this for over the 5 years doing the thing and building your staking ladder.
If you get a tenth of a Bitcoin a week, I'm sorry, a tenth of a hex a week, but hex is $1, do you give a shit?
Yeah.
No, because all this hex you've been sitting on for years and years and doing what you've been told to do and staking, that's everyone makes their gains in the price going up way more than the payouts. The only people who have made a ton of money off the payouts are the whales that are doing the short-term stakes. And Richard had to he's been combating that for the last 4 years.
Yep. And I think some people are on that aspect of like clipping the wings of those dumpers, the whale yield dumpers, if you will. So yeah, it's it is good gamesmanship. And that's the thing, man. Like he created an L1. These are all the things that come out on an L1 platform. The man said build. A lot of people, like Hexo, God bless him. I don't know. We're maybe waiting for the nod, and in the purest, the truest, by all means, that's so you do you, right? And that's perfectly fine. And people have, but like I'm saying, some people were waiting for permission, to get a nod and a wink, like it's okay, move on. And others have just been leaders, like yourself, Max. Like
no permissions.
No permissions.
So I'm always out there saying lead, follow, or get out of the way.
We sat down with lawyers during the bear market, and the lawyer said, "Don't do anything. Don't build anything. Don't launch anything. Don't market anything. Do not associate your name with crypto." Because back then, 2-3 years ago, that was all true. If you put your neck out there, the SEC was coming after anyone who was successful, right? That the legal environment was a horrible place to build. But at the same time, I was like, I've got this idea. I want to see it come to fruition. I got this great community behind me.
Passion is passion.
I'm just going to go for it and either end up in jail or living, abroad. Like if things continue to go bad, I'm not going to give up on crypto. Crypto's the future.
Right.
We all knew crypto was the future, even when the government was trying to hodl it and cobble its legs and break its legs. Nancy Kerrigan, the US government Kerrigan
cracking that bitch.
Crypto.
Bam!
And they've been doing
Bam!
it
I don't think
with
so.
Ethereum too. But think about it, like Ethereum's out of Richard Hart's hands. He can't control the crazy shit going on over there. And he had no idea that Pump.Fund and the Solana and Trump were going to do what they did. None of this stuff was out of it's all completely out of his control.
Dude, that's why being a visionary, like you got to get in place. That's why a lot of people are grabbing market share now. When the market is red, just, you gotta be smart. You got to project things. If you don't want to be behind the curve, right? So you got to be forefront, pushing the edge, riding that gray area, getting things established and set up to capture the market share when it takes off and when retail finally, comes into the game, into the fold.
Well, and Saturday is going to be really fun for KRJ.
Yeah.
Saturday, like KRJ has to look at charts. This was my joke yesterday. It wasn't a black swan event. It wasn't a white swan event. It was like a Dalmatian spotted event, like swan event. Like this swan came in and was like shooting guns at people and like dropping bars of gold to other people. The effect that this had on charts really, really blows some of the TA out of the water. Or dramatically adjust a lot of what we were seeing as momentum and sell pressure and the things that KRJ is so good at pulling. Like KRJ looks at the chart and he says, this is where the energy's headed, right? This is where it's headed right now. And here are the possibilities based on what we know. And
It,
I cannot wait to see his TA on Saturday.
it was almost like someone showing up to the party, and I hate to say it like this. It's like someone showing up to the party and just handing out some downers, handing out some uppers, handing out some other stuff, and people are just like, what the heck happened to my chart? And the other person's like, yeah. And just like looking over there like, what the heck happened to that guy? He's just on Skyrock. He's on one or something like that. And the other person's just like over in the corner, just like, what's going on?
He's also stabbing some people with insulin, and they're just like going into diabetic shock. And
I know exactly
crazy shit in the park. What was this guy doing?
Like the Hex Maxis over there, just like like over there, like consoling each other. Like, hey, and Crispy Man, bring it up. God bless him. Brought up a good point. I don't think Richard was speaking to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's where he's wearing different hats, you guys, and that I think his ethos, you guys, is still the same. It's just like you said, Vet. He's building the L1, and that the people that know, they know. And this could be like, hey, look what I'm doing with the right hand.
Wait. Oh, we got to switch.
We got to switch real. Exactly. And so it's like, hey, the right hand's over here just being the party favor guy, showing up. And then I'm going to come over here and say, hey, Hex. Hey, Pulsechain. Hey, Pulsex. Hey, Ink.
Yeah.
Full send.
Dude, this
Wait.
Full send.
I'm going to drop you 50 billion now.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we doing? You know what you need though? You need an E-Hex hat and a P-Hex hat so you can switch those two as well. Because Hex is not enough. And you got a great question here. Like first of all, Smo Spider mentioned 5555 staking ladder rules and protects you from yourself, and then at actuator.com and ICOSA and Hedron deals HSI, and then Hex T Armstrong, a homie from our community, he says what is an HSI?
Right.
Can someone explain HSI?
Oh boy.
That's a great question.
A Hex staking instance, right? So that was back in the day where you created, you burned your Cuatro Cinco stake and received ICOSA, right?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. You could do that
and that created, I don't know. So either way, the HSI though is transferable. You can move it,
right?
Where your stakes, your 555 stakes are not transferable at the moment.
Let's go back to the original. So the original native stakes on Ethereum, when you made a native stake in a wallet, it was like cement. You were literally like cementing that stake to that wallet, and there was nothing you could do to move it or change it or sell it. Like basically it was like I said, pouring concrete. And then HSI came along, or Hedron came along, and Hedron said, first of all, we're going to airdrop everyone Hedron for their T-shares. So the more T-shares you got, the more Hedron you get. So it was like this cool bonus derivative on your T-shares. And that was cool. But what they did was the HSI stake basically encapsulated it in a wrapper and made it transferable, right? So now you could move your Hex stake from place to place, from address to address, or you could sell it to someone else that wanted to let it mature, right? Yeah. And then on top of that, you could actually borrow your future Hedron payouts against your stake. So basically you could take a loan on the future value of the derivative of the of Hedron. You could borrow your Hedron and pay it back. So basically you could collateralize your stake. You could also move it. You could also sell it. And this was, once that existed, when I see someone do a native Hex stake, I don't understand why you would do that. Even I don't know. I think the OA, those were native stakes, right? Those weren't HSIs. This big crazy one that just came out.
Oh yeah, of course he went.
This native. Yeah. Now, granted, he's probably got really, really good security, like crazy good security. So he's probably not that worried over the next week, and he's not worried about his other stakes. But a lot of us have the native stakes where we got to protect that wallet, that address at all costs. because if someone gets in, they can EES, they can emergency end stake and blow up our stakes.
Well, because
So
a
that's
lot of
where
people,
HSI came in.
yeah, and because originally, and rewinding back a little history, is a lot of people created them on MetaMask, right? And created that whole seed phrase generated from MetaMask, etc. And Papa Boner comes along and says, "Hey, knuckleheads, that's a hot wallet. You need to put that behind a hardware wallet. Make it a little more difficult for somebody to cheat you out your bag." So there's a method to import, like into a ledger or what have you, those seed phrase into a hardware wallet, and do it that way and give you a little piece of security. But anyways.
But then, like Jake knows, and the other people in Forge that have been following Bill and Actuator basically took these stakes, this lot. It took the T-shares from the HSI system, and it turned them into a completely tradable, liquid market. So you can trade older T-shares and newer T-shares as they grow in value because of the interest that they earn for locking them up for different periods of time. So like Actuator now makes everything liquid and tradable. So what we saw in the past is we would see people get cancer, get hacked, get divorced, die, that life happens. And when life would happen and you had this big monster stake, whoever it fell into the hands of, or even if someone needed to cash out, they basically, the only option that they had was to pay the penalties and dump, because they needed that money for whatever reason.
Right.
And so this HSI and the Actuator gives you way more flexibility. And if some unforeseen circumstance happens in your life, you can very easily trade and extract the value that you've earned so far out easily. It's really like, it's such a game changer when it comes to T-shares and staked hex that I can't see it not being the default in the future at this point. And so shout out to Bill on Actuator and the Actuator team at AJ. They're really like building something that institutional money can come in, and they know a guaranteed rate of return. They have a guaranteed rebate, because you're getting a rebate because you're buying something that is more valuable in the future, right? You're getting paid on time, and you're getting paid on your promise of not accessing that hex until the future. So you get a rebate, you get a guaranteed rate of return in hex, and a lot of things that institutional people that are going to move, like, tens of millions of dollars, family, they call them family offices, right?
Yep.
So there's these family offices of these rich mothers that like they're basically their own bank. They're their own trust fund. They're their own foundation. And if they don't have guarantees going into something, they're just not going to put money into it. Right. So it opens it up to traditional finance and people with big money that take this stuff very seriously. And so, I shout out to Actuator, as Smo said. Smo is totally right, and it kills me that Smo couldn't make it to Panama, because we love Smo. Hopefully, she wouldn't have been one of the people who got sick. But
King Pooie, what do you say about Smo there? What say to you there,
Smo's
King Pooie?
Beautiful.
Yeah, Smo is beautiful.
King Pooie, she'd be my wife.
Right, for sure, man. And how do you feel about Richard, staking billions of hex?
He's probably holding all those stakes so he can buy more bidets for everybody.
I believe so. And I believe, King Pooie, you'll probably be on this Saturday's show with KRJ and doing some TA and charts, correct?
I may be there.
All right, cool. I mean, don't withhold your love like Richard. Come on now. It
might be time for Milady to come jump in.
Okay.
Whoa.
Who knows how to chart?
All right.
Makes everything go up. That's what we need.
Yes. If you guys
Wow.
don't know, we're going to be doing TA and charts on Saturday with KRJ. Just dropping the alpha, cross-chain TA and charts, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Pulsechain, all the core tokens that we love, anti-gravity. Yes, we're stepping outside of the core RH tokens, but there's core tokens within Pulsechain. So it's going to be anti-gravity, solid X, some road noise, and some Queen Pooie and King Pooie, all that kind of good stuff. Much love to you, King Pooie, for stepping up in here. If you want,
Dude.
we'll drop you down.
Amazing how far you've come with this. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We have both king and queen ready to go, and we also may have the rest of the house of cards. which I haven't pulled
Yes.
out. You don't know about that.
Holy shit.
We have
Yep.
we got a Monster, we got a few other characters that are coming in, but
Yes.
maybe one of these days we can get the whole crew right here in our own shit show. How about that?
There
That
we go.
would be something. All characters coming alive, interacting independently. Yes. Yes.
We need
Yeah,
we need
kinda-
we need some,
Kind of nervous about Coin Hub. I'm not sure how that one's going to react, but we're gonna
Screw
make
it.
that come.
yeah, I got you there.
Cover
Yeah,
your
you're right.
eyes, Cover your eyes, kids.
Yep. PG-13 at least.
Yeah, very true.
Uh,
Hey, and all the more reason, to while prices are at a favorable point to acquire some Queen 2 and King 2 along with that dark. We're one big happy family.
Yep.
So
and
you
we're
know,
all
take
cooking.
advantage.
We're all cooking, you guys. This is just not a PFP on some. Yeah, hey, I believe what Pump.Tires is going to do is going to shine a bright light in the desert, saying the casino's over here, and then
Yeah.
people are going to start finding out that there are solid communities doing some awesome shit on this blockchain that we call Pulsechain, and this is a prime example of people cooking
Yep.
in the background, you guys. And shout out to Anti-Gravity and everyone building like art and NFTs and videos, and everyone just doing awesome shit and building telegrams and websites and all kinds of stuff to attract things and provide value and substance. Thank you, King Pooie, for hopping up in here and showcasing your debut. I think this Saturday is going to be kind of unique. We're going to be giving away some crypto. We'll be giving away some t-shirts and some swag. And it looks like we're going to have King and Queen Pooie maybe join the party of some TA and charts. And I know that we got the game coming out here soon too. So that's cool.
Very cool. Hot damn.
Yep.
Hot damn.
All right.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I will be back later.
All right. Drop you down. Later.
We need to get the evil address animated.
Yes.
The evil address is just a creepy ass voice in a picture right now.
Right. So get us.
Step up your game, man. What the fuck? What are you doing, man?
What am I even doing with my life?
Come on.
I'm coping and I'm building. The Red Squirrel says I may have a way to protect your stakes on Hot Wallet soon, Max. And then he says testing
Okay.
in a few days.
Nice.
So that's very intriguing.
Very much so.
Very intriguing.
We like it. We like it. See,
Yes.
you just never know. Even on an open mic random day, shit, you just never know what kind of cool tech and graphics and might get dropped and introduced.
He was teasing me with something there for a minute. KRJ, if you don't mind, if you got something to say, feel free to say it. But there we go. I was going to say, if not, then I'll mute you because of the road noise. Bottom line, yeah, he was teasing me there for a minute with it. I think that if we could get your guys' like any of the characters within the book there, buddy, let's get them in. I know that we need to resurface our relationship.
TPV.
Yeah, exactly. Our relationship, with Pulse TV. He made us an awesome cartoonish, King Pooie type stuff. And he threw us we kind of got grandfathered into that one, didn't we?
I mean, we rode together, we rode through the flames together, shit.
And people encounter their own situations in life, and I'm not going to get into the minutia and the details, but I know he went through some issues we all go through some freaking issues, you guys, and that's happens. You got to take a step back and you got to touch grass and you got to figure out how to reset and regroup.
So now that you're mentioning it, like you should play one of the PTV clips, you know, like bro, like we got music video, we got art, we got animated shit. Like it's just beautiful, man.
Here's an old classic right here, and I got about 10 more minutes, then we'll shut it down. This one's about 3 minutes, you guys. So I'll play like a minute of it. We guys all remember this one.
Hello and welcome. I'm Mr. Sack Funds, aka Sack Daddy. Today I'm going to read you a poem I wrote called Same Chain. Without further ado, the SEC trying to rattle me. How flattering. On stream broke boys trying to battle me, shouting pulses down. That's not the real reason that they're mad at me. It's because behind closed doors, they're girls trying to saddle me. Largest airdrop ever. Who's as mad as me? Sack Fund ETH trade. Philanthropy. BTC top called on the day, just casually. 27 million raised for charity. Just like the biggest diamond in the fucking world in which I own. Under pressure I grow. Supernaturally. I don't shake your weak hands, but I shake you weak hands. That's my strategy. Fuck. You're going to have to forgive me. I'm going to have to turn off the stream. My damn neighbors keep playing this song over and over.
It's your friend, Tommy. I'm a ride or die.
And here's another one.
Do you want to be a king? Do you want to be a queen? Sitting on the throne.
It's Richard Hart, rumored billionaire and bidet service technician. I'm here to install your bidet, sir.
It's the one and only Eagle Double G.
Here we go. Look at that. Technology right there. It's going to wash your butt, and your butt's going to be clean. Let's get to work. Woo! Ooh, doggy. Wow, this thing actually works great. Well, anyway, Richard Hart here, rumored to be a billionaire, installing a bidet for someone that I love. It seems to work just fine. It only costs $100, and well, I don't see any leaks. So, clean butts for everybody. Can you not stand there and do nothing? Hand me the screwdriver.
Shit. My bad, Dad. It was an accident.
This is why I hate you. You are stupid. I can't believe you knocked my crown into the toilet.
You don't need to be so angry, Dad. You have unlimited money. Just relax.
You want me to relax? That isn't just any crown. That is the enchanted Pulsechain crown. You can't just walk into a store and buy another one. It's the only one in existence. I'm sick of having kids that disappoint me.
Don't compare me to E-Hex.
You're right. E-Hex made millionaires. What have you done?
I had it living there. E-Hex made millionaires, and now we're stuck in this predicament of like, what the heck is the OA doing? Anyways, shout out to Pulse TV. Shout out to KRJ. TA in charts this weekend, you guys, on Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I know Pulse Ray, previously known as Hex Ray. You've been eating up the anti-gravity charts, and like you said, now it's like the party distributor showed up and just started throwing out all this freaking stuff to the party, and everyone's like, the charts are just like, what the heck's going on?
You get a roofie, you get some Molly,
I know.
you get some tequila. Let's just see what happens in this party.
I know. Oh man. But it's all exciting stuff, man. I've really enjoyed being part of the anti-gravity and what you guys are doing. I'm really proud of everyone cooking in what we're building. I just love the fact, like you said, you were down in the no permissions, and you got to be around a bunch of people that are just trying to advance and make things great and build, and like not only just build crypto, but they're also probably trying to build other fundamental areas and aspects of their own life. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you know, it's like these are people that are ambitious, they're goal setters, they're trying to deliver results. You know what I mean? It's just good to be around those kind of people in general. So it's cool to go down to crypto conferences and be around just crypto people. I get that. But then when you're around a bunch of builders, it's like this next level of like, Okay, cool. We're trying to build something really awesome for everyone.
Yeah, it's like this synergy, right? Because you're working on this thing over here, I'm working on this thing over there, and we find these bridges or these connections. Not just like, I mean, we already share a lot of the same values and visions of what we want to build for the future, and then you can't do everything though, right? You're not. It's very difficult to find a founder who's a coder and a founder and a marketer and all that stuff. And so even in the community, you're looking for people to help you out with things you're missing. But then your project, like my project's a game about scarcity, but I don't have the crazy derivative play on T-shares that Actuator does. So he steps in with that one. And then you got the PTGC guys coming in and trying to learn to harness the power of trading bots to our advantage. And then you got you guys coming in with art and music and memes and pushing things in a way that are also plugging into those different tokenomics. So like together we are the tide that's lifting all the way. Like we're the boat and we're the tide as we build this network. As you say, network, your net worth is your network.
Oh,
right?
yeah, really, yeah.
And there are so many things I learned in Panama in person, and there's so many things that we're going to learn in Vegas in March in person that you're not going to get on stream. You're not going to get on Twitter. You're going to get that new cool thing where you're like, okay, I see where we're headed. I see where the future's headed. The only thing in our ecosystem is we have this mega whale named Richard Hart, and unfortunately he's been quiet for the last year or so. And I remember back in the day where we were listening to 3-hour streams, 8-hour streams,
right? No pee breaks.
And he would just sit there. We sat there and watched him develop Hex in real time.
Yeah,
he would sit there with the community and say, okay, what should the interest rate be? What should the penalty be? What should this be? How long should we be able to lock it up for? And the community was like having this conversation and building it in real time. And I really look forward to the time when Richard gets to come back, hang out with us on stream more, so we get that connection and that understanding and the vision from him.
Yeah.
Because right now we're just trying to figure out what the vision is from tweets and blockchain behavior. And it leaves a lot of holes to fill in, and a lot of narratives and a lot of opinions are bubbling up, mine included. Like I have a lot of feelings, I got a lot of opinions, I got a lot of reactions, but they have nothing to do with reality because I have no idea what Richard's thinking.
I know. It sounds like you and I should have a little chat this weekend just on the phones, buddy. But more than anything, what I like is the fact that whether you stand on the fence of like, I'm sure like the people like, what's his name? Johnny Chaos is probably like, literally like, what the heck is Richard doing? But point being is what I'm trying to say is Richard's making moves, you guys. I don't know exactly what they are. I don't know exactly the motives, but I will say moves are being made, and it is swaying markets. And if you guys, and this could be like a precursor to some of the moves that do get made, and we'll find out more on Saturday, TA and charts with KRJ as far as the Ethereum chart, which is a big indicator for so many things that we believe that will happen within Pulsechain, you guys. So much of that hinges on ink price going up. If Pulsechain price goes up, ink price goes up. If ink price goes up, maybe Solid X price goes up. Solid X price goes up. A lot of other things go up, you guys. There's all these cogs in the wheel, you guys. And so Richard's looking at the ETH. He's even kind of clamoring at freaking Vitalik and the team, like, hey, get your head out your ass. Let's go. That being said, last, I guess, 30 seconds or so, you guys have anything that you guys want to expand upon?
I would just say I'm going to be going live. Obviously, I'm going to try doing more than one stream a day, because what I do is I ramble for hours on end, that's kind of a streamer thing to do, is just to stream of consciousness ADD kind of thing.
Yes.
So like yesterday we covered a lot of really cool stuff, but the stream is 2.5 hours long. So unless you work a really boring job and you have the ability to listen to 10 hours of streams, it's just too long. It's just too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to start doing like a clip of like the daily update. And then if we want to cover something else, we'll do another stream. So we're going to make these into bite-sized pieces. So people that just want the update, they can just watch the update. If people want to watch us mess around on Pump.Tires or talk about hot chicks and hot cars, they can do that too.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to make our stuff more digestible here. And so join us on there. And we also have an art contest going on right now on Twitter.
Nice.
So go on Twitter, go to me, and whoever gets the most likes and retweets, that's the piece of art that's going with the NFT that's going to be minted in about 18 days. Journey 3 NFT. So
And
go vote for the art.
Yeah, and I threw in the YouTube, you guys, for our good stuff there as far as Pulsechain Vision, the YouTube channel there. What else we got here real quick? Let me pull it up there. I know I got you over here, buddy. I want you guys to go and follow our boy. You still got it as Hexray in here, man. All good.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah,
it's like Prince, formerly known as Anyways, there we go. Hexray on Twitter. Go check it out. Like a lot of the updates are going to be funneling through there, you guys. Art, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah. I love the opportunity to collaborate and team up with people, man. Thank you. There we go. Actuator, buddy. You were asking about if Actuator's live. Yes, there it is.
Yeah.
And we did have a stream on there. If you go through we'll have him on again on the shit show. But if you go through our videos there, Hex T Armstrong, you will find a video on Actuator in there. It was months ago, I would have to say, because goodness, we've been committed to this process, just like you're committed to like streaming all the time too, man. I mean, it's just the flow of the ocean will flow back, brother. I know that it like this whole Pump.Tires thing is like all of a sudden the casino and the clip, the grenade was thrown in the desert, and it was just like boom, you know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, I can only imagine even like Firewhale is like, holy jamoli, like what just happened? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because you were talking about his liquidity and how he was like, hey, I ain't gonna pay you to leave. And so it was like it just dropped, because like, and so many people that have been building and putting in, like you said, putting brick by brick by brick by brick, almost just like kind of like, I wouldn't say got demolished by any means, but I believe that this is all coming back, man. An L1 that's going to shine, and it's going to be the shining city on the hill. People are going to find the people such as yourself, such as us, in the trenches, digging, building kingdoms, building rocket ships that go anti-gravity up to freaking Mars with, the evil address. Glory. I think the big next moves on Richard are going to just, yeah. This is just like the tip of the spear, buddy.
Yeah. But you know what? Like, we're still in the right place with the right people. Randy Larsky, Ted Nelson here in the comments.
Right.
Ted Nelson is an awesome dude. I was shocked by how normal everyone's wives were, and how intelligent and how kind and how, because like us crypto people are a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
Otherwise we wouldn't be in crypto. And like just how lovely and smart and wonderful these spouses were was amazing. It's like, okay, we're in a great community, not just with the crypto bros, but like our loved ones, the people that support us. It was so cool to hang out with people like that and Randy. So we're in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Like we will be rewarded for our patience. And it may not be the way we think we're going to be rewarded. And it's definitely not the time limit or the time frame that we thought we were going to get see action. But
it's coming.
It's something's got to give. It's inevitable.
I'll leave you with this, buddy. That understanding of the wives being so awesome I think some of it's because I don't think none of this is by example, and I got about one more minute before I got to get off. And I think a lot of it's because so much of us are going to be hanging out with each other in the future. And so I think in many ways that like we've been brought together as these puzzle pieces to help build and do awesome things. Well, we better mesh together in real life outside of crypto. You know what I mean? And that's the cool thing is not everyone gets out and does the real life meetups, but I'm telling you guys, when you go to these things, you're like, man, this is like family with outside of the crypto family. And so with that being said, I appreciate everyone hopping in here. KRJ, thank you for, doing what you do. Pulse Ray, thank you, brother. Guys, check out his YouTube today. I'm going to end it off with a quick outro, if you will. And you guys have a great day. We'll be back here on Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, all that kind of good stuff. You guys have a great day. Peace. And don't forget about Vegas. Here we go.
Somebody check my pulse. I'm just about ready to race. Somebody check my pulse. I'm just about ready to race. When I come through, better believe it's major. Slicing through the haters like I'm a lightsaber. Don't be confused, my people know I put in labor. Up and to the right, every candle I will savor. Y'all can censor me, I am the resistance. Put my talents to good use while being persistent. If only you saw my vision, you would be lifted. Many people will be saved, freedom is minted. Somebody check.
Beautiful hat. Beautiful hat. Hey you guys, I'm here in Las Vegas at the Reserve Golf Course. Pulse Masters, we're just doing our thing. Beautiful, you can see the Vegas Strip in the background. We're gonna have a good time. I'm representing Team Hex.
Delaying gratification will always be my motive. Made sacrifices just to get through this convergence.